Hi, friends. Welcome to Gilded Loop. My name is Matt, and I'm so glad that you're here. Today is a fun day. Today is a package opening day, yarn haul day, whatever you want to call it. But I got one of these beautiful red packages in the mail. And if you don't know what this red bag is, it is a Premier Yarns package. And I am going to share my haul with you. I bought some items in here for a very specific project. And this is going to be kind of a part 1 of 2 as well, based on the yarn that I purchased. Because the yarn that I purchased only has knit samples online, and I want to also be able to bring you some crochet samples so you can see what that looks like, but I'm super excited for this. So let's go ahead and get in to our Premier Yarns package. I am super excited for Premier Yarns. Has a couple times a year they come out with like these really big sale days, and they have one that's starting on November 5th. And I have so much stuff in my cart. I think I have to kind of yield it back a little bit and decipher what I'm going to buy. But what I do is when I know that there's a big sale coming up, I'll go put everything in my cart that I could possibly want. And then when the sale starts, I'm going to see what's on sale, and hopefully it's some stuff in my cart. If not, I'll be very sad, but I'll still buy something. Okay. This is a sneak peek into the inside of our bag here. So what I purchased was this anti-pilling painterly skeins. So we're going to go over the different colors that I purchased here. This is called Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Worsted Painterly Brush Stroke Print. So what this means is this is, for this particular skein, it's primarily white. Most of them are cream. There's only a couple that are primarily white. But it's primarily like either cream or white. And then it just has real short bursts of some of these colorways that it has in it. So this is actually an anti-pilling yarn. So if you were going to pair this with another yarn, you would want to choose the anti-pilling yarn. So this is a 153 yard skein. That is 140 meters, 3 ounces or 85 grams. It's 100% anti-pilling acrylic. And it is a 4 medium weight. They recommend a 5.5 millimeter or a US I9 crochet hook. If you're knitting, they recommend 5 millimeter or a US 8 knitting needles. It is machine wash, warm, tumble, dry, normal. So you can throw this in the washer and dryer with everything else because it doesn't require anything special. It's also got the tested and approved mark, meaning that it is tested and approved against 350 harmful substances. So if you have any kind of skin conditions, if you're sensitive to some of the yarns, put like a coating on them, if you're sensitive to any of that, Premier, I think they do this with, I don't know if it's every yarn, but it's the majority of the yarn. So they're all pretty safe on your skin. And that's what I really appreciate about them. But anyway, so we're going to go over the different colorways. I bought several. So this color is called Party Time. Now, Party Time is primarily white, and it has, I would call these neon colors. It has like this neon blue. You have like this neon bright orange color. You have true neon yellow. There's a neon green, a neon pink. So green, blue, like fuchsia, like a lot of the different neon colors, as you can see. I almost didn't get this. Most people who follow my channel know not my jive. But it was one of the only ones that was the primary base color was white with these bright bursts of colors. And I think I can still make a fun hat out of this. So that's that. So I got a couple colors to review and do some swatches with you, and then some that it's going to be primarily for a project that's using this yarn. This color is called Boho. And these are all the same stats, but for Boho, the base color is a cream or antique white. So here's, hopefully that's focusing for us. But we've got some really, really beautiful colors. So we have teal, gold, or like a mustardy color. With the teal, there's also like a rust color. There's some greens to where we can see that right there. And a little deeper in here is like a plum purple. So again, we have teal, mustard, rust, deep purple, and lime green. And they're very short bursts. So it's primarily going to be this cream or antique white color, and then you'll just see a little short burst of that colorway. So again, that's Boho. Then we have, I think I had one other in here that was a standalone color. Let's see what we got. I have a lot of the colors for my project yarn. This one is, yeah, this is it. This is color Preppy. I debated so fiercely in doing this color for my project over the other color that I purchased that I'm going to show you in a minute. So this is, again, color Preppy. By the way, all this yarn says it's made in Turkey. Sometimes it's important to people where it's made. I find the Turkey-made yarns are way better than the Chinese-made yarns from a quality perspective. But let me go ahead and show you. That's the end of the skein. I'll flip it around and show you the other side. And then let's just kind of get a little glance of that interior. Okay. So we'll go over the colors here that we have. So we have, I would call that like a peacock blue. This is a navy blue. This is mustard here. We have a rust color. And there's brown. And yeah, so we have brown, mustard, like a pumpkin-y color. And then this brown is almost like, it's like a deepish purple leaning into brown, but I really do think it's brown. And then we have the blue, all with the background of cream or like this antique white color. So that's Preppy. Okay, now we're getting down to the actual project that we're going to be working on. So I have, make sure I have everything here. I have, this is the colorway that I purchased, and it's called Fireside. Now, if you didn't know already, Premier Yarns puts everything in bags of 3. So if it's important for you that you like to make sure that your yarn is in the bag to protect it from dust or anything like that, purchase in quantities of 3, and you all can always pretty much rest assured it's going to come in a bag then. Okay, I when I tell you I debated fiercely and long over this color or this color, they're really similar. That's why I was like, is which? So preppy, fireside, next to each other. The colorways are super, super similar. So fireside, imagine all of the colors being in here, things that you would see within a bonfire. Um, so it is the background colors like a cream or antique white. Then it has, this is like rust and a dark peach color. Then it has tan, the peacocky color, which is like literally one of my favorite colors on the planet. Um, there is a brown. It has that same like deep, deep, deep purple that reads as brown. So just again, we'll do a little close up here. And I'll show you kind of the inside a little bit, but I love all of these colors. Now, I picked out colors that Premier's website I don't think shows you what coordinating colors go with the Painterly balls, which I would really like for Premiere to do if they could do that the way that they've done that with some of the other products on their website, is they show you what coordinating colors go with it. That would be amazing to see that, but I was able to pick out some colors and I think I did pretty good. So again, I got 9 skeins of the fireside. Okay. Now, the yarn that you want to go with, like I said, these come in bags of 3, and look, I only got one of this one, and they still put it in a bag for me. Yay, Premier. You want to go with the Premier Anti-Pilling Everyday Worsted. It says like new, wash after wash. It's 180 yards of 100% anti-pilling acrylic. That's 165 meters. 3.5 ounces or 100-gram ball. This is a 4 medium weight, and it is a 5.5 crochet hook and a 5 millimeter knitting needle. It is machine wash, warm, tumble, dry, normal, and it's tested against all the harmful stuff. This color is called Deep Teal, and you tell me if I'm wrong. I think I matched that color up identical. Deep teal is this peacock blue color, 100%. I can't even tell the difference as I'm holding them next to each other. So I think I picked out good there. I think I did a good job with that one. Okay, the next colorway that I got, which I got 2 skeins of this colorway. It is called Clay. And again, I think I did a pretty bang out job on that. Look at that. Tell me that's not clay. That color is clay. That kind of pumpkin-y color, rusty color, clay. I love a rust color. So I did a bang out job on that one too. Proud of myself in figuring out which colors to get. And I got 2 skeins of this last colorway. Now, this colorway, I was really guessing, but I'm going to make it work even if it's not identical. But this is the color Bark. And that color that's kind of that deep purpley leaning into this brown is not an exact match. But you know what? It's pretty close. And the fact that this does have these tan, like this dark tan color, I think it'll make that purple look and lean a little bit more towards the brown. But even though it's not an exact replica of one of the colors in here, I think it's close enough to make me happy. So, Premier Yarns, if you are listening, as you have done with many of the yarns on your website, please, please, please give us a coordinating color chart for what colors are in this that we can match it up to. Because although I'm sure that this looks great all by itself, I like to match it with other things that are like coordinating colors within the yarn. It just elevates the project and makes it so much better. All right, so let's look at the 3 different colors. So I almost wish I got 2 of these, but I only got 1. So I got 2 of the clay, 2 of the bark, and 1 of this, I keep on wanting to call it peacock, but it's called deep teal. So I got 1 of each of those. And then we have the actual yarn of Fireside. So let me just kind of hold that up there for you. I think that this is really going to pair to be a stunning project. Now, I think I'm going to do this in like some sort of ripple stitch. I haven't quite decided yet. It's definitely going to be a blanket. It'll be a throw, like an Afghan style. But I think I'm going to do some sort of ripple style blanket. Again, my whole thought process on choosing this colorway was these are kind of all the colorways of like a bonfire. So I'm definitely going to make a throw or something that is nice and cozy. I'm thinking it's something you can kind of take out to the bonfire or sit out on the patio in the fall with, or something along those lines. So super excited for that. And I think it's really going to turn out to be quite stunning. So look forward for that. But within the next week to week and a half, I'm going to be working on crocheting up some swatches for these 4 colors. And then I will post a video of those swatches for this yarn for a little bit of a review. So again, here are our 4 colorways. Keep an eye out for that. Those will be coming. We'll be doing Preppy, Fireside, Boho. What was this last one? Party Time? Yeah, Party Time. And potentially one of my samples, maybe I'll turn into a hat. I really don't know if I have enough in one skein to make a hat, but I'll figure it out. If I do, I do. If I don't, I can combine some. But anyway, that's coming. Then I'll be working on that fall blanket and hopefully have that out soon. So thank you so much for tuning in today and checking out my haul, which includes this painterly yarn and some of this anti-pilling acrylic. Keep an eye posted for my new stuff that's going to be coming soon. If you like what you see, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, all the things. And again, thank you so much for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Have a great day. Bye-bye.